Hey, Gregory. I noticed that you weren't able to come to dinner today. I was looking forward to seeing you. I wonder if everything's okay. Were you sick or something? Who are you? What do you want from me? I don't have time for your incessant calling. Oh, I'm sorry. I should have introduced myself. Sorry, I'm not some sort of telemarketer or anything. I'm actually the guy who's going to be marrying your daughter, Melissa. Oh, it's you. The little runt. I'm sorry, what did you just say? Yeah, you know what? I said I called you a runt. My daughter sent me a photo of what you look like, and I gotta say, I'm not impressed, kiddo. Look at how skinny you are. I bet I could break you like a Kit Kat. Oh, okay. Anyway, what are you doing messaging me anyway? Don't you have any courtesy at all? It's the weekend. I don't like that you're bothering me. I'm sorry. I just assumed that because we have plans today for us to meet, that it would be okay to talk to you. You didn't turn up today, so I was getting worried. No one really told me what was going on. Actually, I don't think anyone really knew themselves what was going on, but something happened to you today. You really are cut from a different cloth, aren't you? What was your name again? Was it Chloe or Rachel? I forgot. Please jog my memory. Actually, no. My name is Charles. A boy's name. Was it now? That's a surprise. You could have fooled me. You definitely look like a Rachel. So anyway, let me teach you a lesson about manners, Rachel. My name is Charles. Whatever. Stop butting in. That's your first warning. I'm going to teach you a life lesson. You are already well into your adulthood, so I thought you would understand something like this. But if you look at society, you will realize that there's a hierarchy. What? There are people at the top, and then there are people at the bottom. There are people who grovel, and then there are people who rule. Can you guess which one you are? Well, I wouldn't really look at society in this way if I'm being honest. I don't categorize myself as either of those. You must be dumber than I thought. How about I enlighten you then? Any genius would know that you are in the grovel category. You're the servant. You're below me, and embarrassingly so at that. Okay. I'm not really sure what point you're trying to get at here. Do you have any wits about you at all, boy? Do I have to explain every little thing for you? Maybe I should send you back to elementary school to teach you 1 + 1. At this point, I'm afraid if you could even answer that. Okay, let's calm down. I don't want to get hostile with you. I'm trying to have a friendly, amicable conversation here. Well, I'm sorry, kiddo, but looks like no one taught you this lesson. You're gonna have to learn it the harsh way. What I'm saying right now is incredibly important because here you are trying to demand things from me. You're trying to say that we have plans to go to this little lunch today, right? You think just because we have plans to do something that I have to go do it? Don't forget that you're talking to the king. I make the rules here. I choose what I want to attend and what I don't want to attend. Okay, look, sorry. I think I really touched a nerve here. I didn't really want to make you angry about this. I was just concerned that something might have happened to you. I was looking forward to meeting you today. Well, let me tell you what's gonna happen with our meeting. We're gonna meet on my terms. We're not gonna meet on your terms. Just because you've set a date for when you want to meet doesn't mean that I need to comply with it. At this stage, you're still the servant and I'm the king. We're gonna meet when I feel like I want to meet, not when you do. Okay, fair enough. I can understand where you're coming from. At the same time, I'm very curious about this whole king and servant thing. I mean, I'm not really sure if I agree with the idea, but what exactly makes you the king and me the servant? I cannot believe what I'm listening to right now. Honestly. They need to bring back the cane in the schools. Are you kidding me? Just take a look at your position. You want my daughter, right? You want something that I own. Whether or not you're going to stay with my daughter is up to me. You need my permission to do that first. I'm not really sure how I feel about that. I mean, your daughter and I have already been dating for a very long time now. We didn't need your permission up until this point. Which is exactly why you've already started off on a bad foot with me. Do you think you can just use one of my things without telling me? How would you like it if I just went to your house and started driving your car? You'd be pretty insulted, wouldn't you? Okay, but at the same time, this isn't an object we're talking about. This is your daughter. She's a person. And whose loins do you think she came from? Who do you think produced her? It was me. Her existence is thanks to me. So if you actually want my daughter, you have to go through me first. Okay. You really are a different type of guy, aren't you, Gregory? I can see that you're quite prickly. I'm sorry, what did you just say to me? Are you being disrespectful to me right now? No, that's not what I'm doing at all. I'm just making an observation. It sounds like you're being disrespectful. What the hell is my daughter thinking of being with a little runt like you? She knows this isn't the type of man that I would approve of. She knows that if she ever brought a guy back to the house that is exactly like you, that I would be chasing him out within seconds. Something doesn't make sense here. Well, I don't mean to be intrusive or anything, but maybe things are difficult now that your daughter is an adult now. I mean, because of that, she's matured and she knows what she wants. She can make her own decisions. Maybe she doesn't need you to make her decisions for her. You really have a lot of nerve, don't you? You're sitting here telling me that you wished you saw me today? Well, I'm telling you right now, kiddo, you're lucky that I didn't see you. You're lucky that these little phones give you the opportunity to disrespect me while I can't do anything about it. I'm not even sure what I can say in this situation. You're really out there. You're nothing like your wife. What do you mean I'm nothing like my wife? Well, your wife was very polite today. She was very excited for me to be marrying your daughter. It sounds like you're 100% against it, and you haven't even met me yet. I've never really met someone this antagonistic before, let alone someone who is possibly going to be my father-in-law. Hey, let's not start making assumptions here. There's no guarantee that you and that daughter of mine are going to marry. Well, I mean, the possibility of it happening is pretty close to 100%, don't you think? I mean, she's very into me, and I'm interested in her as well. That's all you really need for a marriage. I can't believe that girl. I need to have a talk with her. I can't believe that she would actually do something like this behind my back. I swear, the older and older she gets, the worse her behavior becomes. I probably have you to blame for that. You were probably the one that influenced her to be this way. I'm not going to lie that I've spent a lot of time with her, but I think it was for the better. Yeah, right. I'll be the judge of that. So now that we've established that you're a runt, do you actually have any redeeming qualities? Do you have anything that would actually make me approve of you being the partner to my little girl? Well, I didn't really expect us to have a conversation like this. I didn't know I was going to go through some sort of interview process. I'm not really prepared for that answer, if I'm being honest. Oh, would you look at that? That just says it all about you, doesn't it? It just shows that you don't actually have any redeeming qualities. If you did, you'd be able to list them off like that. Bam, bam, bam! Reason number 1, reason number 2, reason number 3. That's how fast you'd be able to give them to me. But you can't even give me one measly reason. That speaks volumes about the type of character you are. I bet you were just some sweet-talking hobo that lives on this street. You've got nothing objectively going for you, so you just worked on your social skills. You worked on your charm. Seeing as my daughter is dumb enough to actually get with a guy like you, I'm pretty sure she would be dumb enough to fall for that type of thing too. Well, hang on a minute. You're making a lot of assumptions here. You don't actually think that I'm a hobo, do you? No matter how badly you think of me, you don't have enough information to deduce that I don't have a place to live. I wouldn't be so sure about that if I were you. You see, I'm not part of the dumb generation like you are. I actually have some level of judgment skills, and I can already tell that that's exactly the type of person you are. Well, your judgment skills couldn't be further from the mark. I'm not a hobo. Actually, I'm doing quite well for myself. Oh, would you look at that? He comes back with a little bit of fire. And how about you just enlighten me on what your definition of doing well is? Well, I only recently started doing this, but I actually have my own IT company. I used to work at a company gaining the necessary skills to understand how to open up my own IT company, and here I am. We're still in the early stages, but so far it's going very well. We're starting to make a return on it. Hold on a second. What did you say? Did you just say IT? What are you, an alien? I'm not really sure what you're talking about right now. Oh, I get it. Are you referring to E.T.? Just shut up! Don't you make fun of me, kid! What the hell is this IT crap anyway? Well, basically, I work with computers. I guess that's the simplest way I can put it. Wow. And you actually consider that a job? Is that actually your best argument for why you should be with my daughter? I don't see why not. I mean, it's an incredibly lucrative industry. I earn a lot of money from it. Are you trying to say that you're not impressed by something like this? I'd be more impressed if you slapped on a tutu and started dancing around for a living. Is that really what you call a job? Can you really call yourself a man after doing something like that? Well, I'm not really sure. I don't think that this type of job has anything to do with my masculinity. Oh, really now? You really don't see what the issue is here? Much like everyone else in your generation, you're just a tapper. I'm sorry, a what? A tapper? Yeah, that's right, a tapper. You tap away at those phones, you tap away at those computers, you tap your whole damn life away. There's nothing manly about it at all. Now, I don't know if you realize this, but for a marriage to actually work, you need a man and a woman. You can't have a woman and a woman. It just doesn't work. Well, that's debatable. I mean, times are changing. We're seeing that type of thing occurring a lot more frequently these days. Same-sex marriages are a thing. It's an absolute abomination! I hope my daughter doesn't actually expect to have children with you. She's in for a rude awakening when she realizes that you're not equipped. What did you just say? What the hell are you talking about right now? Is this honestly the first conversation I'm gonna be having with my future father-in-law? Are you actually trying to insinuate that I'm not a boy or something? Who are you kidding? Are you trying to delude yourself or something? This is worse than I thought. So not only do we have a girl, but we have a girl that's completely psychotic. She doesn't realize the parameters of her own reality. She actually thinks that she's a boy. Just shut your damn mouth, Gregory. You know, you make a lot of assumptions based on the simple fact that I work in IT. Do you actually think that everyone who works in my industry is a female? Well, considering how lazy you people are, you may as well consider yourself that. I'm sorry. What the hell did you say? Did you actually call us lazy? I'll have you know that in my IT company, none of my workers are lazy, including myself. We work very hard. How could you say that you work very hard when all you do is sit on your tush all day? Do you even know the definition of hard work, kid? I'll tell you what hard work is. Take a look at me. Take a look at my son, Brandon. Look at the type of life I've lived up until this point. Now that's what you call hard work. I'm sorry. What was it that you did for work again? I was a lumberjack. You didn't see me sitting on my tush all day. Oh no, I went out there and actually went after it. That's constant physical exertion right there. Walking around with a heavy axe, exerting every little muscle in your body just to crack open that tree. I'm telling you right now, it was 8 a.m., wham! 9 a.m., wham! 10 a.m., wham! And you know what? That wasn't a couple of days a week. That wasn't a couple of years of my life. That's basically been my whole life up until recently. That's the type of lifestyle I've had to endure. And you're telling me you can compare something that I've done to what you've been doing with your life up until now? Can you really sit there and tell me that you're a real man? Look, I get it. Fine. Maybe the type of skills and attributes that your job as a lumberjack require are different from the ones that I have to deal with. You could even argue that maybe you have to be more masculine to do the job that you've done. But at the same time, I'm not going to sit here and let you discredit what I do. Just because I work in IT doesn't make me any less of a man. I work hard and I earn money for my family. I earn money for the future that I'm going to have with your daughter. And if you can't respect that, then you're just ignorant. You talk a lot of crap, don't you, kid? You have zero manners. Honestly, I can tell that there's going to be an issue between you and I down the line. I don't think I can welcome you into this family. Well, Gregory, I have to disappoint you there. Because no matter what your opinion on the matter is, that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be a part of your family, whether you like it or not. I'm going to be the one that dates your daughter. I've got the approval of your wife, and I've got the approval of everyone else in the family. The only one that has an issue with me is you. Don't forget Brandon. Brandon doesn't know you yet. He's away at the moment with his own family. I can tell you right now, if he knew what type of man that my daughter was shacking herself up with, he wouldn't agree. Yeah, well, that's beside the point. I mean, sure, maybe you and your son have some sort of disagreement about this, but it doesn't change the fact that we have the majority vote. Everyone is very supportive of this marriage, and whether you like it or not, that's what you have to accept. With that being the case, I expect you to do the appropriate thing and respect me as a fellow human being, but even more so as the man that's going to be coming into your family. You sneaky devil. Do you think I've actually lost this battle? Of course I haven't. Fine, maybe you have a point. Maybe everyone is against me. I guess I'm just going to have to accept that fact. But let me tell you this. That doesn't change a thing. Just because I'm accepting you into this family doesn't mean I have to treat you the way you want to be treated. I'm going to show you that being in this family isn't going to be a walk in the park. It's definitely going to be different from the environment that you have in that little ET company of yours. It's not ET, it's IT. Well, whatever the hell it is, you get the damn point. Okay, well, I guess we're going to have to just accept that for what it is. You can think whatever you want of me, Gregory, but I'm very invested in your daughter. She's an amazing woman, and I'll put up with you if it means that I get to be with her. I'll see you on the wedding day, huh? Do you actually think I'd be going to that thing? You really don't have any wits about you, do you, boy? I'm telling you right now, there's no way I'm going to be celebrating the day that you steal my daughter away from me. Hey, babe. Look, I know that she wasn't completely related to you, but I can imagine that this would be really heavy stuff to deal with. I mean, I'm not even that close with the woman, and I still feel really bad about what happened yesterday. God really has a sick way of playing jokes, doesn't he? I mean, to have something like that happen on a wedding day. I don't even have the words to describe it.
Hey, Charles. Thanks for talking to me. I know you must be really mad. I know you're worried about where I am. I just want you to know that I'm safe. I'm not doing anything to put myself in harm's way. I just want to be alone.
I know. I expected as much. I didn't look too far into it. I mean, if I was in your position, I wouldn't be surprised if I was doing the exact same thing. But anyway, how are you feeling? Do you need me to do anything for you?
Look, I don't know. I don't even know what to think of anything. I feel like I'm in some horrible nightmare. I feel so guilty. I feel so guilty for the fact that we were there frolicking and jeering, celebrating the marriage that we just consolidated right when my stepmom was going through something like that.
Look, I know you must feel really awful for what we did, Melissa. but honestly, you can't blame yourself for this. We didn't have any idea that would happen. We were only doing what any normal person would do. I mean, come on. It's a wedding night, isn't it? There's loud music, there's happiness, there's dancing. There's so much joy in the air. We can't really blame ourselves for doing something like that.
Come on, Charles. I know you're an amazing partner and everything, but even you must admit that what we did was wrong. I mean, just think about how impudent it is. She was having a cardiac arrest right there in front of everyone. Pleading for help, basically. We were all too caught up in our ecstasy to bother doing anything about it. I think there was a part of me that knew what was happening and just wanted to ignore it.
Come on, stop that. Stop talking like that. You and I both know that's not how this went.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure it did. I'm sorry. Maybe it's too early for me to be talking like this. Maybe I needed a little bit more time to process things.
No, it's fine. It honestly is. I mean, look. This is what marriage is about, right? This is probably our first challenge into it. I mean, I'm kind of glad that we started out this way.
Are you serious right now? You trying to say that you're glad that my stepmom had a heart attack?
Look, don't get me wrong here. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm just saying that there's some level of silver lining here. The fact of the matter is, things like this are going to happen in our lives. It's going to happen in my life, and it's going to happen in your life. It's going to happen for a second time, a third time, and maybe even a fourth time. The point I'm trying to make here is that no matter how many times it happens, I'm always going to be here. A truly good marriage is one where the partner is going to stick up for another one when they're in need. And you're in need right now. I know we should be going on our honeymoon and celebrating the life that we're going to have from this point on. But now's not the time for that. Now's the time to think about you and how you're going to cope with this.
Look, I don't want you to worry about me.
Come on, Melissa, don't say that. You know you need my support.
No, honestly, I'm being serious right now. Don't worry. I mean, yes, I am very emotional right now. Yes, I'm really shocked at what happened. But in all honesty, let's compare it to how the other people felt. I mean, she wasn't even my family to begin with. Right? Everyone else is going to be more upset about what happened. And you know what? There's someone in particular that's going to be extremely upset. You and I both know who that is.
Well, I mean, look, she's got a big family, right? There's a lot of people there that she meant a lot to. It's really hard to pinpoint the one that would care about her the most.
I'm talking about my dad, of course. He's the one that's the most affected by this.
Are you kidding me right now? Do you really think your dad cared about what happened yesterday?
Oh my God, Charles, how the hell could you say something like that?
Okay, look, honestly, I get it. Like, she was his wife and everything, but didn't you see the reaction he was giving when she was going through what she did? He didn't budge a muscle. I think I even saw him chuckle a little bit to himself. It was really peculiar behavior. Don't tell me you didn't notice that.
No, I didn't notice that because I'm focusing on my stepmom dying like everyone else is. Why the hell are you watching my father when something like that happens?
Well, look, call it a pet peeve or whatever you want. When something like this happens, I always like to look around for extra information. I really want to know what's going on. I took a really quick scan of the room to see how everyone's reacting, and I just noticed one person still sitting in his chair not doing anything. He was just watching everything with a really blank expression. And what do you know? That person happened to be your dad.
This is just such a load of nonsense. I can't believe you would say that. I get it. I know that you and my dad are on really bad terms. Ever since you guys had that text conversation when you were supposed to meet him, you haven't been getting along. I don't want to sit here and blame sides. I don't want to say it's your fault or his fault.
Are you kidding me right now, Melissa? It's definitely his fault.
Well, regardless of how you feel about it, the fact of the matter is that you two hate each other's guts. Now think about it. Don't you think the fact that you have some emotional disliking towards him affects your perception of what happened?
What do you mean by that?
Well, maybe you were just imagining that he was reacting that way. Maybe that's the exact way you wanted him to react, so it confirms just how evil he is in your eyes.
Are you kidding me right now, Melissa? Are you seriously going to say something like that to me? Are you going to say that I was just imagining things? That I imagined him sitting there? Like, honestly, I'm not going to deny anything you said. We don't like each other. I understand that. But to say that I tried to conjure up an image of him to fit my beliefs about him is just insane. Is that really the type of person that you think I am?
Well, look, I'm just saying anything is possible. The type of scene that you just painted for me doesn't sound like him at all. It just sounds so inhuman.
Well, that's exactly what I'm getting at. It seems like your dad doesn't even have feelings for the wife that he's been with this whole time.
Come on, Charles. You need to start being more reasonable. I mean, sure, I get it. My dad's really cruel. He's got a very strict attitude and very strong values. He was even a little bit mean to my stepmom.
A little bit is an understatement, don't you think? I remember he would take her slipper and just fling it at her if she did something he didn't approve of.
Well, what can I say? Love exists in different forms, right? Who are we to judge?
I think there's a lot of room for judgment there.
Well, regardless of that, the point of the matter is that they've stayed together for a very long time. To say that he wouldn't feel anything towards her at all, it's just preposterous. Of course he does. Of course he loves her. Why do you think he was beside her? Why do you think he stayed with her all that time?
I don't know, Melissa. Why do you think he stayed with her all that time? It's not that much of a mystery if you think about it. I mean, she did everything for him. She was cleaning, she was cooking, she was massaging him. Heck, I wouldn't even be surprised if she pulled up his pants after he went to the bathroom. You keep calling her his wife and everything, but maybe we should think about changing the term there. The way she behaved and the dynamic she had with him is almost akin to a slave, don't you think?
Now that's where you're just taking this way too far. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know the ins and outs of their relationship.
Hey, look, I spent enough time there to know, if I'm being honest. I can say with confidence that your dad didn't care about her.
Well, look, regardless of what you think and your assumptions about their relationship, you're just plain wrong. And I know my dad is suffering at the moment, which is why I think we need to do something about this.
Why do I get the feeling that you're going to say something that I'm really not going to like?
Well, let me tell you something, Charles. Whether you like it or not is irrelevant. I mean, you said you're going to do whatever you can to support me, right? This is my time of need, and I'm asking you to support me.
Are you sure about that? Because by the way we're talking, it sounds like you want me to support him.
That's exactly what I want you to do.
You've got to be joking me right now.
Look, here's the thing. I've already sent my dad a message and he ignored me, but I'm pretty sure he took it to heart. I told him that I understand his situation right now. I understand that he must be going through a lot of pain and he just lost one of the greatest supporters in his whole life. I know that he's going to be lonely and he's going to want someone to be there for him. He's also going to need some financial support. I told him that we'd be able to give him money every month if he needed it. I'd also get you to go over there and help him clean and whatnot.
Whoa. You made this decision without consulting me first? Didn't you think that I should be clued into what's going on?
Why? Is that actually necessary?
I think it's absolutely necessary. You know, Melissa, I have this little thing called free will. It's this thing where you're allowed to make your own decisions and you're not forced to do something.
I know what free will is. Don't talk to me like I'm an idiot.
Okay, well, if you're completely aware of the concept, then what's going on here? Why are you making me do this?
Well, I didn't think it would be an issue, to be honest. I thought you would be happy to do it.
You thought I would be happy to do it, even after you clearly recognize him and I don't get along? Why would you do something like this, Melissa? And you know what? Let's not stop there. You actually said that we're going to give him $2,000 a month? Are you kidding me right now? Do you realize how outrageous that sum of money is?
What are you going on about? I don't see how this is an issue.
I don't believe what I'm listening to. You can't even see how much of an issue this is. Honestly, I don't really know what to do about you.
Just calm down. Stop getting yourself into a state, Charles. It's just a measly $2,000.
In what way is this a measly $2,000? You know, most people only earn that much every month.
Yeah, okay. Most people. But would you put us into the category of most people? I mean, think about it, Charles. You own your own company. We're earning a lot of money from this. Even you must admit it's pretty unfair that we're just earning all this money and we're not giving it out to someone who's family.
I get that. I honestly do. But I think that the amount of money he's asking for is a little bit too much. I mean, $2,000 a month? What is he going to use it on exactly?
Well, I don't know. Whatever he needs to. Whatever he needs to use it on to get over his grief.
This is unbelievable. I can't believe we're getting ourselves into this arrangement. I can't believe we're getting ourselves into it when you clearly stated to me that you don't even appreciate your father in the first place. You don't respect him at all. He gave you a horrible childhood and now you're actually being generous to him.
Well, look, I don't want to live my life being bitter. I don't want to hold grudges against people. I mean, yeah, sure. My dad is the type of person he is and he's done the things that he has. But at the same time, he's had something very tragic happen to him. I'm just coming to him in his time of need. I think he's very vulnerable right now. He'd appreciate something like this. He'd appreciate you coming over there to help him.
What a load of crap. I don't think he'd appreciate it at all. All I see is another opportunity for him and I to have some bad blood with each other.
Well, maybe you're just looking at this in the wrong way. I mean, yeah, sure. I'm not going to deny that there's the potential for something like that to happen. But at the same time, if you actually put your mind to it and you're completely earnest in getting along with him, who's to say that you can't do it?
You've got to be joking. You actually expect me and him to get along? Look, originally I had no qualms with your dad. I didn't care what type of job he did. I didn't care what type of person he was in general. He was different, though. He does care about the type of person I am. He does care about the type of job I do, and he doesn't respect me for either. I think as long as I'm an IT worker and not some lumberjack like him and his son, he'll never respect me.
Well, look, with a little bit more time together, who's to say that he won't see the good qualities that you have? I think this is a really good opportunity. Don't look at the downsides of it. Try and look at the positives.
Fine, I'll do what I can. I mean, all I can do is look at this positively, right? Not only do I have to run a company on my own, I also have to pay for the expenses for your dad and actually take care of him. Don't be mad at me if I don't have any time for you and I to go on a date. Woman! 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 God damn it, woman! Where are you? Shut the hell up, Gregory. Don't you dare call me that. We've been through this before. Oh, I'm sorry. That's right. You wanted me to call you by your name, right? My apologies, Rachel. I shouldn't have been so rude. Shut the hell up, Gregory. Call me by my real name or else I'm not talking to you. Don't you dare give me that lip. You don't have the right to have an attitude with me when you're abstaining from your duties. What do you mean abstaining from my duties? I gave you the memo, didn't I? I'm not coming there today. Do you think I give a damn about your pathetic little memo? Just because you've decided that you don't want to do something doesn't mean you don't have to do it. You still have to come here and serve me. And when you talk to me that way, there's no way in hell that I'm going to do something like that. Besides, I'm busy doing something right now. Busy with what exactly? Are you really going to ask me that stupid question? You know the type of things I could be busy with. You know I have my own company. Do you even understand the pains that come with managing your own business? Don't talk to me about pains, Rachel. I've already experienced enough of it myself. I told you, stop calling me Rachel. Call me by my real name. Do you know how disrespectful this is? I do, which is exactly why I'm doing it. I mean, you're talking about respect right now, but if you want respect, you gotta earn it. So far, you haven't. My daughter and I came to an agreement that you would give me money. You would also come here to help me. If you don't start helping me, I might have to increase the amount of money that you give me per month. There's no way I'm going to do that, Gregory. And there's 2 reasons why. Number 1, I'm not even doing anything wrong in the first place. I told you that I was very busy at my company today and I wouldn't be able to help you. Number 2, you're already complaining about the ludicrous amount of money that I'm giving you per month anyway. I'm pretty sure if I just gave you more, you would still be doing the same thing. I mean, let's be honest. It's in your nature. You're greedy. Don't you dare make an assessment of my character. Do you have any idea who you're talking to? I'm talking to a massive man-child with an ego as big as his beer belly. What the hell did you just say to me? Look, all jokes aside, Gregory, I really don't have time for this type of thing. What is it exactly that you need help with today? I want you to put my shoes on. Are you kidding me right now? That's the type of request you want me to fulfill for you? You want me to drive all the way over there so that I can put your shoes on? Well, I've got other things I need you to do, but this is the main thing. Are you seriously going to sit there and just laugh at me? Well, yeah. It's kind of a stupid request, don't you think? You really can't do something like that on your own? I cannot believe it. I've never experienced this much disrespect in my whole life. And to think that it's coming from my son-in-law is just abhorrent. Do you have any idea about the type of job I've done? Yes, I do. You've told me about it 1,000,000 times. You cut trees. How many times are you going to ramble on about it? Enough to get through your thick skull because clearly you're not understanding. I've had a long life of toil. My body's destroyed, especially my lower back. Do you have any idea why you're giving me that $2,000 a month anyway? Do you think it's just going to my everyday groceries? Of course not. I have to pay for the treatment for this back of mine. It's killing me. It hurts to bend over and put these shoes on. Have some sympathy for an old man. Okay, fine, I get it. Maybe your situation is very strenuous. I understand. Unfortunately, I can't help you. Why the hell not, woman? Can you please stop calling me woman already? I'll call you woman as much as I damn well please. Until you start exhibiting the characteristics that say otherwise, that's exactly what I'm going to call you. What? Because I work in an IT company, that automatically means I'm a woman, does it? Your logic is just truly astounding. You know that? Obviously, it's not just the fact that you work in an IT company. Let's take a look at the other aspects of your life. Look at what you're doing to my daughter. You're actually making her work, aren't you? You know, I never did that to my wives. I didn't make them go out there and earn money for this family. I made sure that they were able to stay home in peace. I made sure that they did the jobs that actually matter. You got my daughter out on those roads, driving to a workplace, putting herself at risk. She's wasting her life there when she should be at home under your leadership. How many times do I have to explain this? Melissa and I have worked out an arrangement. She's not working, she's volunteering. She's doing what she enjoys. I've given her the opportunity to engage in an activity daily that she finds fulfillment in. I mean, she's working with kids for Pete's sake. It's not exactly a strenuous job. She does it out of love and fun. Yeah, right. You can sit there all day and try to convince me it's a volunteer. I know what it is. I know what you're truly doing. You're milking her for money, aren't you? Just admit it. What a load of crap. Why am I wasting my time listening to this? I've got a billion other things that I need to focus on, and I'm sitting here arguing with you. Well, you know what? If you're that dissatisfied with arguing with me, maybe you should do the right thing and come over here. I'm not doing that. I'm putting you on mute for today. I don't want you disturbing me. Don't you dare run away from me! You have a duty to fulfill! I don't care how distasteful you find it. You need to come help me! Do you really want me to have a word with my daughter? Woman! Woman! Where the hell are you, Charles? Don't you know that I'm an old man in need? I need you to come here right now! You've got a lot of nerve telling me to come there when you put me in the state that you did yesterday. Do you actually expect me to come there? I'm telling you right now, even if I were well-abled and could walk out of this hospital, I wouldn't be doing that. Well, why the hell not? What do you mean, why the hell not? You know exactly why. You know what you did yesterday. Okay, you're talking about a little incident where you had a hit to your noggin and you had to go to the hospital for it. I told everyone at that party, and I'm going to tell you right now, it was entirely your fault. I had nothing to do with it. What do you mean you had nothing to do with it? Were you or were you not the person that was behind me and decided to hit me with a laptop? Like, be honest with me. Do you think just because I got a concussion that I didn't remember that? What is wrong with you people? You keep accusing me of actually hitting you with that laptop, and that's not the case at all. The laptop dropped. It slipped out of my hand. I didn't hit you with the damn thing. Okay, well, number one, I know how much you hate computers, so it's a mystery as to why you're holding a laptop in the first place. Anyone at that dinner party would consider it bizarre for you to be holding a laptop. Number two, I distinctly remember a voice that sounds much like you saying, "Let's see how much you like computers after this." The next thing I realize, I'm blacked out. I wake up in the hospital and they were saying that I got a concussion. The cause was unidentified. Well, there you go. It was unidentified. No one knows what happened. It doesn't take an idiot to know what you did. We know exactly what happened. You assaulted me. Think about it, Gregory. A laptop being dropped from that height isn't going to knock someone out. There's not enough force. Well, I wouldn't be so sure about that if I were you. With a soft head like yours, I think a feather could land on it and you'd be asleep. Enough with the damn jokes. Just admit it to me. You whacked me with that laptop. I didn't do jack, boy. The only reason you were knocked out by that laptop is because you didn't live your life like a man. You didn't work in jobs like I did, slashing down trees. You didn't develop the toughness to withstand a blow like that. It's your own fault at the end of the day. Great. So that's the way you're gonna talk to me, is it? You're gonna sit there and pretend it's my fault. Of course I am. I'm gonna be doing that because it's just the plain truth. That's just the way it is. You amaze me. You know that? You truly do. You know what? Fine. I've had enough of this crap. I'm done talking with you. Don't think you're gonna get away with this, though. Tough words coming from a weak man. You don't scare me in the least.
Oh my god, babe. I'm so sorry. This is all my fault. I should have listened to you. I should have known something was up. You were right this whole time. My dad is... I can't believe he would do something like this. He's absolutely lost it.
Okay, so you found out what happened at your brother's dinner party, did you? It's about time. You're a day too late.
I know. I'm sorry. I have my own circumstances pop up. You're not gonna believe what I found out yesterday, but you know what? This isn't about that. It's about you now. Are you okay? How's your head feeling?
Well, look, I'm alive, which is one thing. We should be grateful for that much. As for the brain scans, who knows? I'm still waiting on the results.
I can't believe this. I can't believe my dad would actually do something so stupid. I mean, why? Why would he act this way? Why would he hate you this much? It just doesn't make any sense.
Well, I don't want to sit here and say I told you so, but yeah. I kinda told you so. Your dad is nuts. With the way he thinks about people and me, there's no possibility of him and I getting along. I hope this can finally show you that's the case.
You know what? Maybe you're right about that. Maybe you two really aren't going to get along. Does it hurt?
Are you kidding me right now, Melissa? What do you mean, does it hurt? Of course it hurts. I just got smacked in the back of the head with a laptop. And not only that, but this is from your lumberjack father. Do you think that he was holding back when he smacked that thing against me? Honestly, I think he had the intent to kill.
This is just so horrible. I can't believe what he's done. I can't believe I actually tried to force you to get along with him. It's impossible, isn't it?
Yeah, well, you're not wrong about that. I wish you realized it earlier, though. It would have saved me the brain trauma.
I think this is the final straw. I don't think I can tolerate my father any longer. I'm gonna have to cut him from the family. He's done.
What do you mean? Why would you have to cut him?
Well, look, given the current circumstance, there's just no way I could possibly stay in a relationship with you and have him around. It's just not gonna work. I can't have him tormenting you when we have this little baby's life on the line. I need you to have no distractions at all. I need you to have as little amounts of headaches as possible.
Wait a minute. What did you just say? A little baby's life on the line. What are you talking about right now?
Look, I wish I could have given you this news under better circumstances. I wish I could just be there in person to tell you, but I just can't. I don't know how long you're gonna be in that hospital for. Here's the truth. I think I'm pregnant.
What do you mean you think you're pregnant? How can you just think it?
Well, look, I don't think it. I know it. I took so many tests yesterday. I've been feeling nauseous. I was puking. I didn't feel good in the slightest. At first, I thought it was just some weird virus that got into my body or something. But then I thought about what you and I have been getting up to in the past couple of months, and I decided to check to see if it was something else. And what do you know? I must have taken about a dozen tests, and they all said the same thing. They all said that I've got a little life form growing inside of me.
Oh my god. I can't believe this. This is amazing. I mean, honestly, Melissa, this is incredible. You're not lying to me right now, are you? Is this actually true?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. You're gonna be a dad.
Holy cow. Yes, I'm gonna be a dad. Woo! But what does this have to do with cutting your dad out of the picture?
Well, look. I've been thinking about this for a while. Even before I found out that I was pregnant. I mean, take a look at my family right now. It used to be my dad and my mom. Then they separated. After that, he got with my stepmom. But then she passed away at our wedding. So now all that's left is just my dad. He's the only family I have. Except that he's the most toxic out of everyone. He's the only one that's been left behind, and I really want to cut ties with him.
But why? Why would you say something like this? You were so eager to support him before, right? And you basically demanded that I support him. Now you're trying to go back on your word and say that you don't want to do it anymore?
Of course I don't. I mean, think about the amount of torture he gave me as a kid. He kept telling me that I should live my life a certain way. That I should be just like the people that raised me, my mom and my stepmom. He said that I should be doing chores. He said I should be cooking for the house. There's no such thing as me having a dream. The only dream I should have is getting with a real man like him. Getting with a man that knows how to rule the roost. I absolutely despised him for that type of thing. For my whole life, he got me to clean his house, clean his car. He even got me to clean his back.
That's kind of gross.
Yeah, well, imagine having to do it every day. I had to massage that man. He demanded respect, and I just hated him for it. And not only that, I hate him the most for what he did to my mom.
What do you mean what he did to your mom?
Well, I didn't actually mention this, but those two got a divorce, right? Do you remember that?
Yeah, it was sometime when you were in high school, right?
That's right. The thing is, my mom was always good. She was always a good person to him, but he was so demanding. He really thought he was above everyone. I think you could put the king right in front of him and he would try and disrespect him.
That's sounding very familiar. I don't know if I told you this, but he kept comparing himself to a king and me to a servant.
Yeah, well, he would have been comparing everyone else to a servant. That's just the type of guy he is. But anyway, because of that, he felt like he could do whatever the hell he wants. He felt like if he wanted to see other women, it was fine. It was well within his rights. He didn't see him and my mom as equals. So my mom found out that he was seeing someone. It turned out to be my stepmom. My stepmom was head over heels for him, though. Even when she found out that he was already married, she couldn't help but just love him still. So from that point on, my mom divorced him and he got with my stepmom. Not long after that, my mom passed away. They say that she drowned in the river. They say it was an accident, but I just can't help but feel like it was something else. I can't help but feel like her sadness drove her to that river. But regardless of what was the reason for her death, I've hated my dad for cheating on my mom. I hated him for separating me from my mother.
I can't believe what I'm hearing right now. It's really powerful. It's amazing that you were lenient to him in the first place. I mean, think about it. After all these things that he's done, you actually got me to come over to his house and help him. You also got me to give him $2,000 a month.
I know. It seems really outrageous. When my stepmom died, I honestly thought that he would have gone to a bad place. Despite his character and the type of person he is, there's a part of me that still has a little bit of love for him. I thought maybe with the death of my stepmom, he might change. He might start appreciating the people around him. Well, I was far from wrong about that.
So now what do you want to do? Do you actually want to cut ties with him?
Yeah, I want to cut ties with him completely. And you know what? I have a way that I'm going to do it as well.
What are you gonna do?
Well, here's the thing.
Rachel! 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 Don't you dare ignore me! How long are you gonna keep up with the same boring joke? You know that stuff isn't funny anymore, right? I don't give a damn about the humor of it. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to get your attention. Do you have any idea what you've been doing? Do you have any idea why I'm angry right now? I don't know why you're angry right now, Gregory. You know that you're a couple of weeks late in giving me that money, don't you? Do you know how dire this is? Do you expect me to just live my life in excruciating back pain forever? Just what type of son-in-law are you? It's quite clear that you don't want to do what it takes to get my respect. Well, you're not wrong about that, Gregory. I've pretty much given up trying to get your respect. I mean, what can I do? You really want me to just give up my business, sell it off to some guy that doesn't know what he's doing just so I can become a lumberjack? Are you really gonna give me your respect if I do that? Well, you know what? That's an incredibly good idea. Why don't we just do that? You can stop tapping away at those computers and you can actually get a real job. You'll be surprised. You're gonna thank me for it later. You're gonna see exactly where I'm coming from when you actually do real work. Yeah, well, sorry about that. I'm not too concerned with getting your respect. I couldn't care less if you just withered away, old man. You don't mean anything to me. Oh, is that so? Is that really the way you're gonna talk to me? Don't you realize that I'm your father-in-law? You should be bowing down to me, not talking like this. I'll give you a couple of moments to apologize. No, I'm not doing that because you're not my father-in-law and I don't have any obligation to please you. I'm sorry, what did you just say? Yeah, that's right. Me and Melissa got a divorce. You are no longer my father-in-law. Did you actually? Well, I can't say that I disagree with your decision, but are you sure you're happy with that? I mean, let's face it. A guy like you has the energy of a little squirrel and isn't gonna get another girl, especially one as beautiful as my daughter. Did you really think this decision through? Oh wait, you know what? Who am I kidding? Maybe my daughter finally woke up and realized the truth. She realized that she wasn't attracted to you in the first place. Nope. This was a decision that her and I made together. And you know what? I'm already remarried. You remarried that fast? You sneaky little devil. You must have been seeing other women behind her back. I should have known you were a piece of crap.
Shut your damn mouth, Dad! Don't you dare call my husband a piece of crap!
Is that you, Melissa? What do you mean? He's not your husband anymore. He just told me that he remarried.
I know he did, and he's not lying. He did remarry. He remarried me.
Did he really? What's going on here? Are you two a bunch of idiots? Why would you get married and remarry? Do you like wasting money or something?
Of course not. That's not the case at all. We did this so I could officially be cut from your family entirely. I don't need to call you Dad anymore. I've changed my last name to his.
That's right. That little weasel actually changed his last name to ours, didn't he? He gave the crap reason that he actually liked the sound of it. We all know that he's ashamed of his family name, and that was the true reason. But you know what? That doesn't matter. You two can't do this. You're gonna end my payments, aren't you? You're gonna stop giving me my $2,000. The money that I need to fix my back.
Stop talking a bunch of crap, Dad. You don't need that $2,000. You got your back fixed ages ago. You and I both know that's not what you've been using the money for.
What the hell did you just say to me?
You've been wasting that money on some sort of strippers club, right? An old sleaze like you thinking you can just buy the girls to show you affection. You know, if you just acted like a normal person that people would like, maybe you wouldn't have to pay that much money. But I guess you're in the position that you are now. Anyway, I'm done with you. You already know how it's gonna be from this point on. From this point on, I'm no longer your daughter.
Well, what am I meant to do from this point on? What am I meant to do for money?
Well, if you were smart with the money that we gave you, you would have saved it up. In fact, me and my husband are gonna work to make sure that you pay us that money back. It was a lot, after all.
Don't you dare do this to me. I'm an old man. How the hell am I meant to pay this back? You know what? That's fine. You two can disown me as much as you want. I still have my other son, Brandon. In fact, he'll be the one to help me. He's a successful lumberjack. He'll give me the money. You'll see. You haven't won this.
Despite my dad's faith that Brandon would actually do something for him, it was the complete opposite. Brandon was absolutely repulsed by him. Maybe even more so than me. Much like my dad abused Charles, being the type of guy he was, he also abused Brandon's wife. He said there was nothing wife material about her at all. He called her a shaved gorilla because she enjoyed doing martial arts, and she was also a very determined career woman. She was earning most of the money in their family. Brandon was sick of his wife getting put down all the time, so he cut ties with his dad and said he's not going to give him even a penny. So from that point on, my dad was forced to work, but the only work that he knew was being a lumberjack. Unfortunately, he's too old to hold an axe. That surgery he got on his back would eventually be for nothing. Because of that, we came up with an easy solution. As it happens, there are a lot of entry-level activities that we need done in Charles's company. A lot of very simple tasks that anyone could do, even someone like my dad. We now have him staring at a computer, tapping away, doing data entry for us. He's an old man now, so we get someone to check in on him regularly to see if he's actually entering the data appropriately. At first, he tried to make a mess of it, typing wands all down the Excel sheet, but we quickly put a stop to that. He spends the rest of his life complaining about how little money we give him for such hard tasks. He hates the fact that we have emasculated him. In all honesty, it didn't have to be this way. But unfortunately, this is what we were forced to do. As for Charles and I, with the headache of my father out of the way, we were able to focus on our own lives. We are really excited for the baby that is going to come soon. I'm really hoping for it to be a girl, and he is hoping for it to be a boy. As it turns out, I'm not just having one child, I'm having twins. We managed to get the best of both worlds. We're looking forward to raising a really healthy family in the near future. The first lesson we're going to teach our children is to respect anyone, no matter what job they do. How on earth is someone like you living in a mansion like that? When I look at the gate and the wall around the place, I can feel my eyes melting in my head. Hi, Leah. Sounds like you aren't in such a great mood again today. I have to cut every one of those columns around the front down with a saw. I'm sorry, but they aren't made out of wood. Why am I stuck living in an apartment while you live in a palace? I want to know. You always go on like this. My husband built it for us. I don't know what else to say to you. I'm such an idiot. I married for love. I should have had the good sense to ignore my feelings and marry for money like you did. What are you talking about? Your husband's wonderful. He's a great guy. You found a fantastic husband. It doesn't matter. People change. Love melts away before you know it. But money? That doesn't. Even if somebody has money, you'd be lonely if you weren't in love with them and married them anyway. What are you talking about? So you're telling me you have both? You've just got it all, is that what you're saying? I'm not the one that has money. It's just that my husband has some. What's your husband's is yours, isn't it? If he has money, you have money. Say what you will, but we grew up poor. No matter how much money we have, I'll always be nervous to spend too much of it. I feel like it could all go away at any second. I like to be careful. Ugh, I can't believe you sometimes, Ellie. If I had that kind of money laying around, I'd be spending it. It isn't just lying around. My husband is self-employed. When you run your own business, you never know what the future is going to bring. You always have to be careful in case of emergencies or lean times. A big company can go bankrupt just as fast as a small one. You don't have to be any more worried than anyone else. I don't know about that, but if you say so. Anyways, why don't you come over to my house sometime soon? It would be nice to have you visit. Absolutely not. Why? What's wrong? I'd be embarrassed. Being at your house would just make me feel a bunch of regret about my own life. I know I would just feel awkward the entire time. I don't want that. That again. Same old song and dance. I think I'm going to ask for a divorce. What? If I get a divorce, I can marry again. I don't want to deal with alimony or anything. You've always been the kind of person to say something a little bit wild, but don't you think that's going too far? Tell me, how many rooms are there in your house? Oh, I don't know. A lot? Good grief. You can't even tell me how many off the top of your head? That's unbelievable. Let me think about it. Our place has 3 bedrooms. What about now? Can you think of how many you have? I guess we have about 8. I think that's right. 8? Keeping it clean is a ton of work. Seriously? You clean it yourself? You don't have a maid? That's right, I take care of it. You should get a housekeeper. Wouldn't that make more sense? It would be a waste. I'm already a housewife. I have the free time. I do all the cleaning and handle all the housework myself. You're such a weirdo. You hate to spend a penny, don't you? You have money, why don't you act like it? It's because of how we grew up. I would never be like you. I'm going to live in an even bigger and better house. I'll show you how you should be living.
I don't want to say anything bad, so let's stop talking about this, okay? I think you'd be better off to focus on your husband and your marriage. Take care of him and be good to him.
I know I made a mistake now. I'm too pretty to have settled down with your average working Joe. I could have done better.
I know you used to be a flight attendant. You always look sharp in the uniform, but it's true you're still really pretty now.
But I'm turning 37 this year. I'm not getting any younger. This is my last chance. I'm going to change my fate. I want a different life than this.
If that's really how you feel, I guess no one can stop you now. My name is Ellie. I have a sister that is 3 years younger than me. She's always had a lot of pride, even from the time we were little kids. She never liked to feel like she was losing to me, no matter what. It didn't matter if we were talking about sports, grades, making friends, whatever it was. She always had to be better than me. Even as we grew up and became adults, she still always compared our lives. She even compared our homes and our husbands to each other. She had a truly kind husband, but she did leave him after all. She wanted to start over and get married again. I think if she had known how her life would change, she would never have gone through with a divorce. It was a huge mistake.
I win! I've got 10 bedrooms in my house.
Huh?
You said that your house has 8 bedrooms. Well, mine has 10 now.
You really married?
Of course I did. I told you all along that's what I was going to do. So that's exactly what I did. Have I ever not done what I said I was going to?
Of course. Remember when you were going to become a sommelier?
I was going to. I just got so bored of wine while I was studying. That's totally different.
I saw some pictures of a big house on your Instagram. Is that your new place? Did you guys have it built?
I wanted to go ahead and have a place to live now, so we went ahead and bought one that was already built.
I see. It looks like a beautiful home.
Isn't it? From what I understand, a famous actor used to live here.
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool.
Do you think you'll be fine with your place? Is it going to be enough? After being in a home with 10 bedrooms, 8 seems so small.
Honestly, we don't even use most of the rooms. What kind of life would we have to be living for 8 to be too small?
Well, sometimes you have to use the rooms for other things. I've used one just to hold my shoes and another just to hold my purses and handbags. They get used up so quickly like that.
Sounds like you're living the life of a celebrity. Tell me about your new husband. What kind of person is he?
I picked him for his bank account. He's a millionaire.
I see. You'll have to introduce us. I'd love to meet him.
I don't think so. You'll want to steal him from me.
I would never. About how old is he?
He's 80.
Really?
What? Do you have a problem with that?
I'm just surprised is all. You always cared about looks so much. I didn't think you'd go for someone that was much older than you. Was money the only reason you married him?
I think I've been pretty clear. I wanted to find me a rich man, and I did.
That's enough for you to get married. You're happy with that?
Of course I am.
Not to change the subject, but I ran into your ex-husband the other day. I can't put my finger on it, but something about him looked so tired and exhausted.
My new husband is your brother-in-law now. You can forget about that guy. He doesn't matter anymore. My new husband's name is Alexander.
Alexander. Right, I'll remember.
Speaking of whom, he had to check into the hospital a few days ago.
Oh, wow. I'm so sorry to hear that. Are you at the hospital with him now?
What? Why would I go? There are nurses there to take care of him. I don't need to be there.
Which hospital is he in?
You know the big general hospital near your house? North side? He's over there.
Why aren't you going to go visit him? Aren't you worried about him at all?
Why would I be worried? This is perfect. He might die even earlier than I expected. Wouldn't that be great?
Oh my God, Leah, that's awful.
It's fine. It's not a big deal. I'm just in a little bit of trouble right now because I don't know where he keeps all his money.
I'm sure he gives you money to buy what you need. He has all that set up for you, right?
True, he gives me an allowance. He gave me $10,000 to use recently, but I bought a bag and went out to eat a few times and it's already gone.
You're blowing through money like that?
I have it, so why not use it? I don't want to be stingy like you are. What's the point of having money if you don't spend it?
To be honest, we've decided to sell our house.
What? Why? Don't tell me you're building an even bigger one.
No, it's nothing like that. My husband's business hasn't been doing so well lately. We might go bankrupt.
Oh, of course. I'm sorry, but I can't quit laughing.
That makes you happy? It always has, hasn't it? You've always enjoyed seeing me in trouble.
I love it. It's my favorite. I love it more than anything else. It's the best.
I saved a lot of money for the time being. I think we are going to be able to use that to get a fresh start. It won't be easy, but we'll be okay.
That sounds awful. You've had such an easy time. Now you'll pay for it. Karma's like that.
I love my husband. I'm going to stand by him and support him.
Good luck. I'm sure you'll be fine. You won't be able to sleep after losing all that money, so you might as well get yourselves a studio apartment. One room ought to be enough for you.
Thanks a lot. But we are going to be fine. I found a pretty nice condo that isn't too expensive.
You're going from living in a sprawling mansion to living in a tiny little condo? Oh, that is too good. This is the best thing I've ever heard.
Sis, you need to take care of your husband. It's important.
I do. I spend his money to make myself beautiful for him. I look perfect like a shining star, and that's enough to keep him healthy and happy.
I see.
If you need some money, you can ask me, you know. I can give you enough to get something to eat. I don't want to see you starve.
Thanks, I appreciate that. I think we will be fine before you know it.
Ellie, I have some really bad news.
What's wrong?
Alexander passed away this morning.
I'm sorry to hear that.
You don't sound very surprised.
That's true. He came to say goodbye to me yesterday.
What? Why would he ever say goodbye to you?
You told me about him checking into the hospital 6 months ago. I went to visit him. I wanted the chance to meet him.
Why would you do that without even asking me?
He was the man taking care of my sister. Meeting him and introducing myself was the least I could do.
Don't be ridiculous.
I have a friend that's a nurse in the same hospital. She actually worked on the floor he was on. When I asked her about him, she told me his room number and how to find him.
Of course she knew who you were talking about. Everyone around here knows him by name or reputation.
Honestly, Alexander was a really nice person. I liked him immediately and we got along really well. But I knew it would bother you for me to get to know him, so I never said anything. We both kept it a secret. It's my fault. I'm sorry I told him not to say anything to you.
I suppose it's fine. It's probably good he had someone to talk to. He seemed like he was fairly lonely.
He really was. You never went to visit him a single time, did you?
When I went, he was always asleep.
He was just pretending to sleep.
What? How would you know that?
He knew he'd been had. He wanted to just get married and enjoy a little bit of happiness at the end of his life.
What's What's that even supposed to mean?
In the beginning, he thought you were wonderful. He thought he'd found the one. But after you got married, you changed your tune. You were like a completely different person. He sounded so sad when he told me.
Oh, really now? I don't know what he was going on about. I haven't changed at all.
You don't think there was anything else you could have done to be a little nicer to him?
What are you trying to say? He said he was happy with the way things were. He said he wanted to get married and be a husband before the end of his life. I granted him his final wish. I made him a husband.
I suppose that's true. Alexander said the same thing.
See? You don't know what you're talking about. And it's none of your business anyway.
Is it enough for you? Are you satisfied?
I'm extremely satisfied. I have my dream house in my hands. Alexander didn't have any children, so I'm going to inherit everything that was his. I feel like I'm set for life. I'll have everything I could dream of, and I'm going to spend my days in luxury.
Are you talking about inheriting the house?
Not just the house. All of his money and investments are going to be mine too. I'm sure he had lots of stocks and bonds.
He didn't.
How would you know anything about that?
Because you told me.
What?
Alexander told me that he knew you were expecting some great inheritance. But he had to spend so much money to give you the house that you wanted. He had to sell off all of his stocks to pay for it. He spent every dime he had giving you the house and the life you wanted.
You're lying.
You're the one that was obsessed with having a huge mansion. You were so fixated on having one that size, you insisted on 10 bedrooms. It was extremely expensive to find.
That old fool! He never told me he had used up all of his money. It doesn't matter if you have an amazing house if you don't have any money to spend on anything else.
Leah?
He didn't have any life insurance either. He couldn't get anyone to give him a policy as old and sick as he was. That means I won't even have a payout from that. How could he do this to me?
Please, stop this now.
I wish they could bring him back to life. I want the chance to really let him have it. It's not fair I can't tell him how I feel.
Leah!
What?
I have a message for you from Alexander. Please read it.
Well, what is it? Tell me.
We weren't married for very long, but thank you for giving me the chance to fulfill my dream.
Is that it? So what? Oh, I'm so angry right now.
I'm so sad. I never knew my own sister could be so cold-hearted. Just knowing that this is the kind of person you really are is enough to make me weep.
What are you talking about?
Leah, there's something really important that you need to know.
Oh, shut up!
The truth is, Alexander has a son.
What? What are you talking about? I've never heard anything about him before.
I think they were estranged.
Where is he? How old is he? Who is he? What sort of person?
I'm not sure how to tell you this. He's a bit of a rogue.
What is that supposed to mean?
He's caused nothing but trouble his entire life. It's why Alexander didn't want anything to do with him anymore. But from everything Alexander said about what kind of person he is, I think he's probably going to try to come for his inheritance.
Are you saying he's going to try to take half from me?
All that's left is that house. If you don't sell it, you aren't going to be able to give him what he's owed.
Absolutely not! I finally got my dream home! There's no way I'm giving it up now.
When you think about it, Alexander's son is your son by marriage. You two should probably meet. You need to talk to him.
You know, I've seen 3 nasty-looking types outside the house. They're wearing sunglasses and looking really suspicious. I wonder if that has anything to do with him.
They're there now?
Oh my god! They saw me looking at them! Help me!
I can't help. I'm nowhere near there. Call the police!
I'm supposed to give a thug like that half of everything? I'm supposed to sell my beautiful house for the likes of him.
That's probably what's going to have to happen.
No way! I've barely got to live here myself. I haven't had time to truly enjoy it. I finally beat you. I don't want to give that up.
Why does everything have to be a competition with you? I've never thought of it as winning or losing. I don't care. My husband's new business is doing really well. We're planning to build a new house again, and I'm excited about it.
Why does everything good always have to happen to you? Even when bad things happen, your luck always turns around. Don't make this any harder for me than it already is.
One other thing. It's about your ex-husband.
You talking about that plain old working Joe?
It seems he started a new business with a friend of his. It looks like it's going really well.
Stop it! I don't want to hear it. I've heard enough. I can't possibly take any more.
I've heard people say that if you ask for too much, you'll lose what you have. But this is the first time I've seen it happen before my very eyes.
Yeah, I know. That's what's happening to me.
I hope things go okay when you speak with his son. Good luck.
It looks like he has some kind of big stick or club or something. Why would he have that? This is so scary.
You know, Alexander told me that he owned an old katana. Some kind of collectible.
Really? Maybe I can use that to fend them off. I'll drive them away.
No! That's a terrible idea! Leah? Hey! Answer me! Oh, no. My sister was arrested for menacing and unlawful use of a weapon because she was caught brandishing a sword outside her home. It turns out that the suspicious-looking men outside her home were actors. They were in the middle of filming some kind of TV show in the area around her house when she mistook them for Alexander's son. They were, of course, terrified when she came running out of the house with a sword. She was threatening to chop them to pieces when they took off running. It looks like it was a pretty wild and frightening day for everyone involved. Thankfully, they decided not to press charges once everyone understood what had happened. However, the real deal showed up eventually. Alexander's son was every bit as frightening as she imagined he would be. He threatened her until she gave up the house. She finally let go with tears in her eyes. She had plenty of money left from her half of the sale of the house, but she spent it all on shopping and partying. Before long, she was pretty much where she started. She bought a small one-bedroom condo for herself with what she had left. My husband's new business took off. We were back to making money and living without worries again. We both remember that money comes and goes, and that anything can happen. We vowed to live modestly and within our means to be sure we always have savings. We want to be sure we have a cushion, just in case. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the like button for more great content. And feel free to drop us a comment below. See you next time!